Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we have, yet again, even more hot fixes for Phase 5. A lot of these hot fixes are really addressing things that were untested and we didn't really get a chance to experience too much. A few of them are raid changes, but a lot of them have to do with the class weapons and the content that we weren't able to test in the few weeks of PTR that we were able to get. But before we begin the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to switch it over here to the patch notes, and we're going to dive right into them. So the very first one says, fixed an issue where changing of the bonus weekly affects did not align correctly with regional reset times. So apparently if you were doing the raid on a Thursday or Wednesday, I think this was an EU issue, the bonus affix, like the little green whelp, or it was blue then it was green, the whelp right next to Victor Nefrinius, that's the name of him, to sort of signify which one it was resetting mid-raid. So I don't know why it would change. I guess NA changed when EU reset, maybe. That was it. I'm not entirely sure on this problem because I raid Tuesdays and Thursdays for BWL, so I'll definitely see if it's changed or not. But whatever was going on with there, good to see that's fixed, because it would suck if you're midway through the raid and the affix that you selected wasn't the bonus one and then it didn't get activated. So that would just really suck. Then Blackwing Lair fixed an issue that would cause players killed in the first phase of Nefarian fight to be ineligible for the bonus chest loot. That's definitely a really weird bug. I don't know how you die on the first phase of Nef, but yeah, that would suck to not be able to get the bonus loot, especially that's where you get your Shadow Flame weapons that are really cool. Fixed an issue that occasionally prevented Nefarian from respawning after raid wiped in Phase 2. So if the raid wiped in the second phase, it just failed to respawn Nef. People are saying they waited over 45 minutes to an hour on my video yesterday, and Nef didn't respawn. I knew normally he's a 10 or 15 minute respawn timer, and I'd imagine that is just hard-coded into the game. Because there's really no reason for him not to just respawn like after a minute or a few seconds. I get he has RP and all that fun stuff, but nowadays definitely does not need to be 10 or 15 minutes because a lot of guilds use soul stones and shamans have onks, and there's just a lot of white protection to res, so you don't have to run through all of BWL. But that's probably something that is hard coded into the game. Next are the class weapons, or if you're a priest, a trinket. Fixed the trinket Cassandra's Tome so that the critical strike chances increased every time penance heals or deals direct damage. Was the first per cast. So it's now essentially 3 times as good because it's every time it hits. So penance is hitting for 3 ticks instead of just the first. Holy Nova will always consume a charge, even if it only heals, and Circle of Healing will now benefit from the increased critical strike chance and consume the effect when it does. So that is just a massive buff to their trinket, honestly. It's kind of crazy. Then Inner Focus now properly increases the critical strike chance of Circle of Healing as well. So I guess Circle of Healing just wasn't critting very often, and so they did a lot of tweaks with that as well. But really good here to see the priest epic trinket. I really want to say the class epic weapons, but the priest get a trinket because they already have benediction and from MC. So really good on them to make that pump and do really well. Shaman, the static shock rune no longer requires multiple players to obtain. That's good. I really like when older runes like Phase 1, Phase 2, even Phase 3 at this point, that required groups or people to click on them, just because not many people are doing that content, so you have to really try to find someone in org or in your guild to go help you, and that could be quite a pain. So good to see that they're rethinking some of those runes, and there's a lot more that they could do as well. Then fixed an issue on booming voice and thunderclap not updating to the intended functionality. So that's just the tooltip reading to fix that. Nothing too crazy. Now we have some fun comments to get into. Blacksmithing fixes win. So they announced blacksmithing, armorsmithing, and weaponsmithing should be able to be used at the same time. And that was with the Phase 5 launch notes, and it still hasn't been able to be used. I don't know what's wrong with that, but I definitely think Blizzard is aware of it, and they're doing their best to fix that. Next one, AV honor buffs win. I have a feeling AV is going to be dead during AV weekend because AB is better honor per hour. Well, he might be right about that, but that's what happens when everyone only metagames for honor per hour. I don't think AV needs to be buffed. Honestly, if we're just going to keep buffing every single one of them, we're just going to get to the point where people are just going to... Like, if they buff AV honor, then AV becomes the best one, and then we're just stuck in the 5-minute Zerg AV meta that we were at launch because we were super powerful. So this is just like it. They should be relatively close to the same if possible. You know, they have the math, they have the stats to see what an average match is. That'd be probably the best way to do it, I'd imagine. Then we have, thanks for fixing the BWLA fix bug. Is there anything planned to compensate players that missed out on loot due to this bug? Well, I'll tell you now, no, there isn't. The Blizzard never does that. It's unfortunate, but there's really nothing they can do because they would literally just have to guess on loot and generate it for you. And then we got this guy talking about Kata fixes win, and then up here he says, "Hey Blizzard, how about addressing issues on Cataclysm?" Dude really likes Kata. I don't know why he's talking in the SOD form, so because it probably doesn't seem like the place to update your Cataclysm. But anyway, awesome to see Blizzard getting more hotfixes out, especially since it's a lot of the things we did not test in the PTR with these class weapons. And it's good to see them very, very actively fix it. Like, literally, the bug for the affixes happened last night, and they fixed it by this morning, so like they were super quick with it. Just shows you that they're tentative to what's going on with us, the heroes, and hopefully they can keep making SOD awesome. I'm most looking forward to seeing Ironforge Pro numbers and seeing where Phase 5 has landed. I keep checking daily, but it has not updated, so maybe tomorrow we'll have that video for you guys, but the only numbers we have are right before Phase 5 launch. We don't have any numbers for Phase 5 launch, so I'm looking forward to diving into those and seeing truly how good the Mega Server plus Phase 5 rating has been. But all in all, I hope they keep fixing these changes. Still no word on the Mage class weapon quest. I see a lot of you guys commenting about it, and the Frost part of that quest is just a mess for the order you have to do things in, and so many like weird bugs that come up with, and it can be really frustrating. I too spent over an hour on that step. You guys don't see it, makes it look like I do it right away, but it took me quite a bit, so I hope Blizzard is on that as well. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, anything to add, definitely drop it down below, and I'll do my best to reply. Until then, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.